Hi everybody. Transformation Thursdays are back. What a really deep, reflective and healing time the last few months have been, from about July or August of 2021 to now, pretty much to this weekend. There has been a lot of energetic support for you to be feeling like you weren't getting anywhere necessarily, or that you were maybe fighting your way out of old ways of being, old habits, or if you had felt stuck before. The past few months has been an incredibly powerful time to really break free. And in my clients' work, I've seen this happen over and over again. And for me personally, so I wanted to come on here this afternoon and share my afternoon decaf with you and talk about inspiration, talk about what's been happening at this end. And I haven't been joining you live for about a bit over a month. There definitely has been a lot of work happening in my practice, which is called Soultopia. Lee White Coaching is this page, and we have the Soultopia community where during 2021, seriously, some massive changes have been happening because we had a very fragmented way of people learning from me and doing a lot of one-on-one sessions, and me doing different workshops and mini programs and things. Didn't have a bigger overarching way of approaching it before. And because people work with me for longer periods of time, like often it will be a year or 3 years for quite a few people that are working with me, quite a few creatives that know that they are here to make a big impact and to really connect with others and to make the world a better place. They love to learn how to bring it into form, like out of an idea into form. Like when you think about someone like J.K. Rowling, who obviously you would know the name from the wonderful Harry Potter series, used to think about that concept of Harry and the stories for so long. And the moment she began to write it out onto paper, she was actually sitting in a cafe and did that one day, and it began, and I don't know how often she wrote in the cafe, but it just became a reality, and it grew without ease. It did not grow with ease. She had a lot of trouble getting published, but she persisted and stayed with it, and the rest is history. And when creative people are waiting for permission, that is like the kiss of death, because it's never going to happen. And I wanted to share with you some of the processes to bring it into form, because some of the people that have been working with me for quite a long time can feel stuck, because they might feel like they should be reporting on how it's all going and they've been smashing their goals, and it's totally not like that, ever. Because you will never feel like you're smashing your goals. What will happen when you reach one goal is you'll think, oh, well, that wasn't so hard after all. And you will feel like, why did that take so long? Oh, and it's a funny thing about how humans respond to a big event finishing. there might be euphoria and that sort of thing, and like a bit of a healing takes place, and there can be a bit of emptiness and grief, and people have that experience after something they've been waiting for a long time, like maybe getting married or having a really significant birthday and having a bit of a hangover that's not alcohol related afterwards, because it's like a grieving of the build up and then it's gone. So your really big goal can leave a gap, because you've created this capacity for expansion, and in that gap there needs to be more. And this is where you will get very stuck, because maybe at the end of a year or at the end of any kind of breakthrough you've had, you're going to feel nothing but a gap. Your work is not done. You've just reached a new level. It's like if an actor won one Oscar, well, what comes after that? I don't really know in the acting world what does come after that. Maybe two, or for a different skill and that sort of thing. This is a fact that you will experience this gap. And I wanted to share these insights with you, because if you don't adopt a constant willingness to be wrong, to remove your judgment that others know a better way than you, or that your value isn't worthy of support and love and nurturing, like whatever your next step looks like for you. It could be creating something for the world or for yourself, or a relationship, or a career change, whatever it might look like for you. It might be a healing journey of integrating something that has happened in your life. And you may feel like you need permission from someone else, or someone's going to show you the way, that type of thing. That is really not exactly how it works. And today I want to share with you the importance of you acknowledging your role as a beginner, because in your life, every day when you get up is this eternal beginning of the new day, the new opportunity, kind of getting up to fight the good fight again. Like, you've got to have that capacity, and it's where people that have experienced trauma that they either are aware of or are not aware of will get really stuck, because you won't have that motivation. And instead, you need a totally different thing, which everybody needs. And the people who are not struggling at the time have this in them. And the people who are struggling at the time will be lacking it most probably. And it's discipline, because motivation is really elusive. It's rare, as a matter of fact. It's like an adrenaline rush, motivation is there and then it's gone, because inspiration doesn't last very long. So to help you with inspiration, think about discipline and, okay, so I've got to create habits that are going to support me to experience change. And you might have seen that I have a success habit tracker formula document that I created a while ago, and I can actually put the link for that below. It's free. It's to really help you to start to own your journey and not look outside of yourself so much for what this journey is going to look like. And the next thing around inspiration is so simple. You're going to laugh when I tell you about it, because the way that we are able to create more of what we want is by where we focus our attention. And have you ever hung out with people or a person that is really negative? How did that make you feel? Drained, right? Or just you take on that negativity, or irritated. You might not take it on, but you might just feel irritated because that was not an enjoyable experience. And this is very important because you are made up of energy, and noticing the effect that that negativity has on your own energy is pretty much a great metaphor for what happens in your own life. So when you are not focusing on the stuff that didn't work, on that gap that's currently existing because you might have achieved something so amazing, there's a specific way for you to really support creating more of what you want and bringing more of what you want to be reflected back to you in your world. And it is by focusing on the things that you're so grateful for, and the power of simply what's called gratitude practice is really not taught enough. And some may feel like, oh, that's just going to make you feel good. But I know from the work that I have done with clients who are really struggling, how powerful, it's like a bit of a snowball effect, but really at the end of the day, from a more energetic perspective, it's going to create more of what you want reflected back to you by where your focus is. And I want to share with you something that arrived for me today that I am very excited about. One of the things that I did you might be wondering, how do I get started with a gratitude practice? I don't even know what you're talking about. What is it? I've just got to be grateful or something? It's much more than that. It's much more enjoyable than just a simple one-off thought process that you do just once. It doesn't really work that way. And some of the things that I had made as goals for my expansion in how I serve others in 2021 was to partner with other inspiring people a lot more. And the first one I had partnered with helped me in my own business very much. And one of the ways that this came to, hello Sarah, oh, I have got, oh great, it just took me a moment to decipher what was written there. I love that. Thank you so much. This is going to be right on time for you. So I've talked about creative people that love to do the work in the energetic work and the co-creation work, and we're talking about the power of gratitude as a technique to create more of what you want. And in 2021, I had created a theme. I'm going to do a different live on themes, definitely, because the annual theme is a way to establish self-accountability, and there is no one else that's going to keep us accountable, right? Not really. No one else that's going to make it happen. So in 2021, some of the things that we as a community in Soultopia, in my community, that we've created together, we've co-created together, we had the Soultopia Evolve community, which has been a community of light workers who wanted to bring more light. And absolutely, let me think about it, none of them work as energy healers. So when I say light workers, this is casting that net of yoga teachers, artists, painters, coaches, subject matter experts that take their light out to the world. And that is that upliftment, which really we are all capable of, but we are not all designed for. It's different. So the Soultopia Evolve community has been for more than 6 months in 2021, a closed community subscriber members only group where we've been doing some deep work around how we approach creating more. And there has been a lot of talk of raising your standards and achieving and creating more in your life through raising your standards and really tapping into how you want to feel in this lifetime. And if anyone from Evolve watches this in the replay, please share a little bit about what that experience has been. And there'll be more news on Evolve coming up soon, because that is definitely continuing. And the other really big step was the creation of the Transformation Academy, and that began in August and it finished yesterday. I'm not kidding. It was a 6-week program that everybody was doing so much deep transformation work in and getting those results in that 6 weeks and breaking through, that we needed a graduates program, and that went for another 8 weeks, and we've just finished. If I could show you the difference between the people that joined and who they had become at the end and what they'd created from within themselves, it was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. And I'm obviously not going to talk, I am going to talk more about the Transformation Academy, and it's currently closed and it will open again next year. But what I want to share with you about the practice of gratitude and the people that I've been partnering with. Today I received my copy of the Gratitude Diary, which the artwork is absolutely what drew me in. I'm going to see if I can show you more of these exquisite illustrations. But the Gratitude Diary gives you a lot of tools for how to use the power of gratitude and other types of... I know, Sarah, seriously, it's incredible. I bought my first one, I don't know, it was 5 years ago or more, I think. It was a long time ago. It was years ago. And I was really able to cultivate that regular practice of focusing where my attention is most valuable, rather than in a spiral of negative overthinking. And I have been so impressed with how it has developed as a tool. It's got this beautiful linen cover, and it says day to a page diary. So it's like a diary, so I can actually manage myself. Daily gratitude journal space and moon orientation chart. Now, anyone that knows me knows that I'm a highly moon sensitive person. There's nothing I can do about that. And if you're someone that feels the difference of like when the moon is really bright on a full moon and you can't sleep, or you notice that you'll get inspiration or different things at different times, or noticing that obviously you're going to notice in nature the tides rising and the different things that happen 100% in concert with the power of the moon's changes. It's amazing. So that's in there, and there's a lot of inspiration in here. But my aim is not for you to be inspired unnecessarily by what's written in here. That's great. That's spirit talking to you. If you do stumble upon something that is going to inspire you, I want you to be your own inspiration. I want you to learn the scaffolds and the tools and techniques that make you your own inspiration. And I actually also received the moon calendar that came with it, and these beautiful cards that have also been created, because you can buy, I was about to say decks. They're not oracle cards, they're sets of cards or individual cards all through the website. But I've put a link in here below because I am so supportive of the creators' work. I believe that there needs to be more of it, and I just wish that there was more of that style of design and illustration in the world. It's gorgeous, and however you can bring things that light you up into your life. I know that Sarah, she says, I think I might need to get one. Definitely. I'm not kidding. One lady bought 10. She's obviously giving them to clients or family or something. It is a little bit addictive. And, you know, the practice changed my life. There was a woman I met that was a coach, and she, through her, I had first begun bringing it in. And there are methods that I use. I don't know if I've shared them with you before, Sarah, but the processes around the specific practice that I use has certainly been a part of the Transformation Academy. It's like an oxygen level, as in it's very basic, very powerful, very life-giving, very uplifting process. It's not what the bigger work was in the Transformation Academy, but without it, you're going to be stuffed. If anybody has ever read any of Neil Donald Walsh's books on conversations with God, which he channels, like he didn't ask to be a channel, that's what came through him, and he's a fortunate person to have had those conversations and written them for you, for everybody to receive. This work is critical, this work around being grateful for what you want. So you're going to find a lot of inspiration by recognizing all that you've achieved in 2021. And this is a really important way to work on what you're going to create for 2022. And it's not a question of whether you will, because I don't really do goal setting as in like, my goal setting practices are very, very intricate. I never write down a bunch of goals and then don't look at them. It's really strategic. And let me know if you'd be interested in having a day or a workshop where we do that focus session together as a intention setting day, and all of those tools and things are shared in the workshop, because that's what's sort of bubbling beneath the surface at the moment in what I'm thinking of doing with you in the next few weeks, like over that holiday period before we all fire up again. I don't know, I feel like I've had a bit of a break, because at the beginning of this call I was talking about the July to now to this weekend period. There was a lot of energetic support for healing of old wounds, of old ways and things that you might have been putting off. And if you feel like you broke through in that period of the last 6 months, let me know in the comments if you feel like somehow you got out of your own way, or things manifested that you'd been waiting forever, or you could own your value and that changed for you. So let me know, because the energy was there. Everyone had that opportunity, and don't ever feel like it's not going to happen again. But it was just easier and more aligned for that to happen for you in this last 6 months. So I would love to know what you have found valuable, talking about how to get inspired, talking about what to pay attention to, and if you loved the gorgeous gratitude diary artwork, which I just can't get enough of, definitely. And also let me know what's important for you, what's coming up for you right now. And if you're interested in more information on how to align your energy with your goals and how to make it all happen in 2022. I would love to hear from you on that. So it was lovely to see you, Sarah, yes. It was lovely to see you here, everyone that could join us live, and for everybody that jumps in the replay. I'm really excited to come back in and chat with you in the comments. Definitely, I always do, and make sure that we get this opportunity to connect through the incredible technology that enables us to be together in our true sense. Definitely. So thank you so much, Sarah, for joining us. I see you. I see everyone that is catching this. I appreciate you and honor you as the light workers that you are, with your dedication to this path of creating more in the world and in your own lives. And wishing you a fabulous Thursday evening, and whatever evening it may be when you end up watching this. So thanks for being here, and bye for now.